location is a downhill bender course. Heading towards the paddock, they're away. They're all paddling, trying to get some drive off the line, but young child is making best of the start at the moment. The James child it is, followed by David Knowles and Graham Thomas. The child's got an absolute country mile of a lead at the moment. Somebody up on the top bend with mechanical problems. And James Charles got problems as well, so he goes out. So it's Paul Cooper takes up the lead. Paul Cooper and David Knowles disputing first place at the moment. Knowles on the inside, Cooper flying around the outside. Jason Stott's now moved up into third place. So Cooper it is, followed by Knowles and Stott. Paul Cooper making a bit of a mess of that, and also Knowles does almost the similar thing. But Cooper's still in front, and Stott moves up into second now. David Knowles having a bit of a problem. It's actual Daniel Slater in fourth place at the moment, rider number 8. It's Paul Cooper, the man from York, getting over that nasty collarbone injury sustained at the Berks Bonanza and later re-broke in the 250 Championships. So Cooper it is, with Jason Stott. David Knowles holding third place now, Daniel Slater in fourth. Then round to take the checkered flag, Cooper it is then, followed by Stott, Knowles and Daniel Slater. Race 1, it was a win for number 11 Paul Cooper. In second place, number 94 Jason Stott. In third place, 67 David Knowles. In fourth place, number 8 Daniel Slater. In fifth place was 34 Colin Howe. In sixth place was 196 Matthew Classen. In seventh place was number 19 Jamie Nobes. In eighth place was rider number 801 Will Tustin. And in ninth place rider 414 Nigel Hibbard. The time 1:34.24. Fine start there, Tony Atkin, parked up, sort of the start, Gaiden in second place at the moment. The Ryan Tolly storming round the outside, made a terrible start up into fifth place. Looks like Neil Taylor in fourth. Tolly's now up to fourth place. So it's the 350 British champion Tony Atkin. Slowing engine by the sound of it. Sound like that motor is seizing up going up the bank here. So it's Lee Complin, number 2, takes it up. Superstar for young Complin. Lee Complin only 15 years of age, believe it or not. So Ryan Tolly's making a charge into the bottom turn now. Can he do anything about young Complin? So Tolly's still not 18 years old. Well, it looks like it's going to be Complin. Lee Gaiden back in third place. So we lose a 350 British champion, but it's going to be a win for Lee Complin, number 2. Super Wheeler going over the line. Ryan Tolly in second place. Lee Gaiden in third. Barry Powell in 4th place. Craig Smith struggling off the start. It's number 93, Matt Child. We were told he hadn't got a bike this afternoon, but that's definitely Matt Child out in front. Rider number 93 from Jason Handley in 2nd place. James Complin in 3rd. So we've got the Cumbrian former British champion charging hard now, disputing the lead with Matt Child, and Handley gets the better of it down the paddock turn. So it's Handley here, Handley to Matt Child, in 2nd place now, in 3rd place now we've got James Complin, Ricky Ashworth in 4th, Craig Smith in 5th place. And a long way back to Ian Guthrie back in 6th place. So Handley is pulling away now. Matt Child loses 2nd place to James Complin now. So Complin it is in 2nd in those distinguished green leathers. So it's going to be Jason Handley for the win then. Complin in 2nd, Matt Child in 3rd. And a good scrap for it's going to be Craig Smith, which is 4th place. And it was a win for number 95, Jason Handley. In 2nd place, number 1, James Complin. In 3rd place, number 93, Matthew Child. In 4th place, number 12, Craig Smith. In 5th place was number 20, Ricky Ashworth. And in 6th place, number 174, Ian Guthridge. In 7th place was 185 John Thomas, 8th place was number 50 Darren Jukes, and the time was 1:29.25. Give you the result of race 2, sorry we're a bit late with it. It was a win for number 102, which is Lee Complin. 2nd place was number 7 Ryan Tolley, 3rd place 116 Lee Gaydon, 4th place 82 Barry Powell. 5th place was 173 Neil Taylor, 6th place was 37 Alan Bagshaw, in 7th place was number 250 Dave Mander, and 8th place was number 68, it was John Sims, and that time was 1:29.97. 5 first race of the afternoon. Cyril Jones it is paddling off the start, but it's Nothing Norris to take best of it. Dave Norris then, number 17 from Cadishead near Manchester. Cyril back in 2nd place at the moment. Dave Norris seems to be quite comfortably pulling away now from Cyril Jones in 2nd place. It's a good race for second, Vincent Priestley. So Dave Norris enters his last lap. It's quite a considerable lead over Cyril Jones with a misfiring engine. Doug Clark is in third place. Simon Ashworth down in fourth place at the moment. So first win of the afternoon, 12 points on the board for Dave Norris. Second place Cyril Jones. Third place is going to be Doug Clark, number 432 at 21.75 solos. Was a win for number 17 Dave Norris. In second place was number 79 Cyril Jones. In third place was 432 Doug Clark. In fourth place was 21 Simon Ashworth. Fifth place was 801 Will Tustin. Sixth place number 58 for Norman Hornblow, and the winner's time 1:37.35. And it's Atkin it is. And yeah, we can finish the race on this one. Looks like John Cox disputing the lead with Geraint Ford. Disputing second place rather. So Tony Atkin going very wide there. So he's got the situation now. Tony, of course, finished 10th overall at the World Championship round last week at Abington, round 2 of the World Long Track Championship. He was actually entered as a wild card, but 10th place was an excellent result considering the company he was in. Cross John Cox, who gets clear of the pack without any. Tony Atkin enters the last lap. Geraint Ford in second place. Stevie Muldoon in third. Simon Gittins in fourth place now. So it's going to be a win for the irrepressible Tony Atkin. Result of race 5 was a win for number 10 Tony Atkin. Second place number 70 Geraint Ford. In third place was number 3 Steve Muldoon. In fourth place was number 179 Simon Gittins. In fifth place was number 132 Dave Brown. In sixth place was number 42 Daniel Head. Seventh place was number 14 Adam Collins. Eighth place was number 171 Stuart Hine. And ninth place was number 9 is Neil Perrone. The winner's time 1:28.47. Phil Ashcroft and Neil Taylor in this one. So Mark Taylor rather, that's the start. Ashcroft in second place. So Mark Taylor it is, Phil Ashcroft in second place at the moment. Sean Bickley in third place. So Phil Ashcroft's taking the lead now. I don't think Mark Taylor's finished yet though. Rather difficult bottom bend that to negotiate. You see the paddock moving towards them. So Ashcroft it is, Mark Taylor in second, Bickley in third, Alan Baxter in fourth. We do have Glyn Stanton on a 505th place at the moment. So Ashcroft Superstar around the bottom turn, pulling away now from Mark Taylor. Sean Bickley still holding third place. And Alan Baxter having a wonderful ride in fourth at the moment. Phil Ashcroft goes right out in the weeds on the bottom turn, but he's kept on it and he's going to take the first win of the afternoon bid. 12 points in the bag, second place to Mark Taylor. First place goes to number 83, Phil Ashcroft. Second place 170, Mark Taylor. Third place goes to 45, which is Sean Bickley. Fourth place goes to 37, Alan Backshaw. Fifth place goes to 531, Christian Jones. Sixth place goes to 811, Glyn Stanton. Seventh was number 99, who is Jamie Isherwood. In eighth place, number 187, Chris Thomas. In ninth place was 421. 421 is actually 412 actually, sorry. 412 in ninth place is John Cookson. And at number 72 in 10th place, Paul Powell. The time three. And away, Gary O'Hare it is in front. And Daniel Winston in second place. Rounded by Jason Handley now goes to the front. So the Cumbrian Flyer takes up the lead going into the paddock turn. Superstar from Handley there around the paddock bend. Gary O'Hare still holding second place. Daniel Winston in third. Ryan Colley, the under-21 British champion, in fourth place now. Al Martin in fifth. So Handley is pulling away now from the pack. Former 350 British champion Jason. Daniel Winston's trying everything he knows to get around Gary O'Hare, but Gary's having none of it at the moment. Bring that speedway experience to the fore. We actually could lose Ryan Tolley, but he's got going again. Had a bit of a moment on the top turn. So Handley is 10th to last lap. Go with Gary O'Hare in second, from Daniel Winston in third. Tolley is in fourth, Al Martin in fifth. And Neil Taylor in sixth place. So Handley is with a considerable lead now, comes around the paddock turn, eases off, takes the checkered flag. Gary O'Hare gets the second. It was a win for in first place number 95 Jason Handley. In second place was number 56 Gary O'Hare. In third place was number 121, which was Daniel Winterton. Fourth place goes to number 7 Ryan Tolley. Fifth place goes to number 30. Alan Martin, sorry, in 5th place. In 6th place was 173 Neil Taylor. In 7th place was 188 Mark Ferry. 8th place was number 111 Diffid Evans. 9th place was 312 Ian Dudley. And 10th place goes to number 89 Paul Roman. The time 1:25.78. So, looks like Craig Smith with a good start. That's the flying horse. In front, Craig Smith in 2nd place. Rod Finlow in 3rd at the moment. So Paul already having that win in the 250 this afternoon. Hoping to go through the card unbeaten, I would think, today, but Craig Smith looking comfortable in 2nd place now. Greg Williamson's way down in this. He must have had a problem earlier on, but see if he can reel in Cyril Jones. So keeping it is with a good lead now from Craig Smith. Mike Crossley looks like he's got a few problems, but Greg and Cyril Jones having a good scrap round the top turn there. Young versus, what should we say, experienced. Cyril's got a problem. Somebody's right out in the weeds down here, but they managed to keep the thing going. In for Paul Cooper, number 11. To race 8 was a win for number 11 Paul Cooper. 2nd place was number 12 Craig Smith. In 3rd place was number 43 Paul Sharples, thank you. In 4th place was number 25 Rob Finlow. 5th place was number 205 Keith Booth. In 6th place 23 Greg Williamson. 7th place 21 Simon Ashworth. 8th place was 199 Mark Wharton. And 9th place was 143, it was Mike Skelding, and the time was 1:29.16. 21, 199, 143 and a time of 129.16. So it's the first into the afternoon for the 500 sidecars. Looks like Brian Canning's made the best of the starts. We'll pick them up as they come round for the second time. We've got Barry Bennett and Steve Hine up there. Chris Salisbury and Gary Hughes we should be seeing. So Canning is in first place, Bennett second. Chris Salisbury back in third at the moment, which is unusual for him. Phil Prescott in fourth place and Steve Hine in fifth. So a super start there for Brian Canning. Obviously using his experience to make the best of that start, up the hill and away. It looks like he's got an unassailable lead over Barry Bennett. Chris Salisbury a lowly third at the moment. So Brian Canning on his outfit actually manufactured by himself, the Dews outfit with a Jawa motor. Actually Barry Bennett's on a Dews as well in second place. And also Jim Rowlands, who's not with us today, but he uses a Dews as well. So Salisbury can't do anything about the front runners. So bit of a turn up for the books. This would have to be deemed as for Brian Canning. We lost Steve Hine out on the top turn. So it's going to be a win for Brian Canning. Second place goes to Barry Bennett and Steve Tong. And Chris Salisbury, I figure, must have some sort of a problem because he's actually got slower. Phil Prescott back in fourth. A win for outfit number 49, Brian Canning and Steve George. In second place we have outfit number 7, Barry Bennett and Steve Tong. In third place, outfit number 418, Chris Salisbury and Gary Hughes. In fourth place, outfit number 116, which is Phil Prescott and Russell Smith. The winner's time 1:34.28. And it is actually Clive Willis who has made the best of that start. Gary Lloyd in second place, Ryan Palmer in third. So Clive Willis won the meet in Essex 4 nights ago, beating Palmer and Co in that one, and Keith Drury and Lester Goodwin. So let's see if he can do a repeat performance here this afternoon and capture the Midland Centre Championship. Ryan Palmer having a super paddock turn there. Right up the inside of Gary Lloyd, but Lloyd still holds on to second place. So Clive Willis it is with the advantage. Clive Willis and Mike Simpson. Gary Lloyd finding a lot of drive off the top turn now. Takes up first place going into the paddock turn. Clive Willis keeping a tight line on the inside. But Palmer's not done and dusted yet. Super race this. So Gary Lloyd with the advantage going into the top turn now. Clive Willis. One slight mistake and anybody can be through. So Gary Lloyd decided to keep to the marker pegs this time on the inside. Clive Willis in second place. Ryan Palmer still in third. Andy Harrison in fourth place. Dave Carter way back in fifth at the moment. So it looks like it's going to be a race win for Gary Lloyd. Is Palmer going to get the best of Clive Willis on the outside? It's a long way round, Raz. So it's a win for Gary Lloyd. Clive Willis Raz very nearly losing his third place there. Be a lot slower time than Brian Canning's, interestingly enough. So it was a win for number 22, Gary Lloyd and Dave Higgins. In second place was number 1, Clive Willis and Mike Simpson. Third place goes to Brian Palmer and Danny Hogg, number 71. In fourth place, number 181, Andy Kerrison and Steve Ashby. And in fifth place was Dave Carter. The winner's time, 1:39.47. Off the start, it looks like Mick Turrell's made the best of it at the moment. Looks like Steph Blythe it is with the lead. No, Mick Turrell 62 in front. Paul Bickley is in second place at the moment, so we've got the British Masters champion down in third place. Steph Blythe back in fourth. So Mick Turrell and Tony Baseby it is, the Southern crew. Halsey now moving around the outside of Paul Bickley. So Halsey up into second place at the moment. The all 1,000 crews saying how tricky this bottom turn was. Downhill quite quickly into a rather slick turn. So Turrell and Baseby out in front at the moment. Can John Halsey do anything about this one? Rather quick round the top, Halsey. So they head to the last lap. Mick Turrell with the advantage at the moment. Throws it sideways on the paddock turn. John Halsey getting a lot of drive out the turn. He gets it sideways again. Turrell and Baseby looks like they're going to take their first race win of the day. Halsey round the outside. Too much to do. Paul Bickley gets third. The winners of race 11, outfit number 62, was Mick Turrell and Tony Baseby. In second place, outfit number 13, John Halsey and Jason Glennie. In third place was outfit number 18, Paul Bickley and Paul Silvera. And fourth place goes to Stephen Carl Blythe. The winner's time, 1:27 dead. 1:27 exactly. He's obviously sussed it out, hits the drive and he's away. Matt Fumarola in second at the moment. Ivor Matthews moves up into second now. Rather quick round the top turn, Ivor Matthews. So Tolhurst and Beaniers with the advantage. Ivor Matthews in second place. Matt Fumarola in third at the moment. So Ivor Matthews, once he's got going, it looks rather quick. But Duncan's an old stager, you'll know I told him off. So Phil Tolhurst off the top turn. Ivor will have a go around the outside on the bottom turn now. They turn back tight inside. The old outside inside manoeuvre, and he's got the best of it going up the back straight. but Duncan's got a lot of drive. Duncan deciding to do a similar manoeuvre on him, but it's not working. Matthews makes the best of it around the top. Enters the last lap. So Ivor Matthews and Simon Wall. Midland Centre crew after the Midland Centre Championships. It's pulling away a bit now, Ivor. It's important to win all your races if you can. It's not about qualifying. You've got to score points right the way through today. So it's a win for outfit number 15, Ivor Matthews and Simon Wall. Result of race 12, a win for outfit number 15, Ivor Matthews and Simon Wall. Second place goes to Duncan Tolhurst and Simon Beanie. Third place was number 5, Matthew Marola and Andy Wilson. And in fourth place, 26, outfit number 26, Reg Blackbourn, Stuart Thacker. And the time, 1:24.47. Looks like Vaughan Roberts getting a flying start there. Harry Jackson uncharacteristically at the back, so it's Blackbourn who leads with Martin Bailey in the chair. Second place is Vaughan Roberts and Jerry Bailey at the moment. Jackson and Winterburn having a scrap for third. But Winterburn back up the inside of Jackson. So Blackbourn is galloping away with this one. Oh, we have a spill on the top turn. We have a red flag. Vaughan Roberts going over on the top turn then. Looks like Colin Blackbourn's made the best of it again. Blackbourn with a flying start up to the first turn. Jackson in second place now, the Winterburn's moving up the inside. So Rod Winterburn in second place at the moment. Jackson in second back, going into the bottom turn. Winterburn's going to have a look up the inside again, but Jackson gets the power down early. So Blackbourn with a lead of a country mile at the moment. Gary Jackson in second place. Well, Colin Blackbourn and Martin Bay absolutely flying here this afternoon. They're looking to take that Midland Centre Championships back to Lincoln tonight. They're a long way home. Gary Jackson not so far to go. Albert Lewis taking evasive action on the bottom turn. So Jackson and Pugh still in second place. So it is indeed a win for Colin Blackbourn and Martin Bailey. Second place goes to Gary Jackson and Carl Pugh. Burns in third. the big sidecars this afternoon so far. It was a win for outfit number 25, Colin Blackbourn and Martin Bailey. Second place goes to number 23, Gary Jackson and Carl Pugh. In third place, it was outfit number 148, that of Rod and Tristan Winterburn. And in fourth place, number 22, Albert Lewis, Les Lerigo, and the time 1:23.03. Cooper. Looks like Colin now with a flying start. James Child it is again. So that's the start. So Child it is, 8 in front. Paul Cooper moves up now into second place, Stott in third. Cooper around the outside on the paddock turn. Will that be a big mistake? Or will he be out in front? Got the left of it. So Paul Cooper is in James Child, Jason Stott in third, David Knowles in fourth. Graham Thomas back in sixth place at the moment, Colin now in seventh. But Paul Cooper seems to have got to grips with this track. Having said that, he goes out in the weeds. James Child, Jason Stott. Thanks very much, and back up the inside. So James Child retakes the lead. Jason Stott up in second place now. Paul Cooper's got it all to do again, back in third. Here we go, here comes the Paul Cooper show, round the paddock turn, up the inside this time of Jason Stott. He's gone far too tight, overlocked. Takes the last lap, so James Child it is. Stott is still in second place. Cooper dropping back now in third. David Knowles in trouble on the top turn. So it's going to be, is it going to be Jim Child or is it going to be Stott? It's going to be James Child. So race 14, it was a win for number 97, James Child. In second place, 94, Jason Stott. In third place, number 8, Daniel Slater. In fourth place, number 67, was David Knowles. In fifth place, 314, Graham Thomas. In sixth place was 34, Colin Howe. In seventh place was 196, Matthew Klassen. Eighth place was number 19, Jamie Nobes. Eighth place was number 801, Will Tustin. And in 10th place was number 414, Nigel Hibbard. The time 1:35.69. Time 1:35.69. Back with the 350s. Lee Complin in front. Jason Handley in second. Neil Taylor in third. Ryan Tully in fourth place at the moment. So it is young Complin. Lee Complin it is. Jason Handley. Moving up into third place at the moment. Neil Taylor's having none of it, closes the door. So Andy back in second at the moment. Doesn't seem to have any answer to the young Complin. So Lee Complin, the 15-year-old. A bit more experience than the 17-year-old in third. Neil Taylor dropping back now, Gwyn Stanton in fifth place. Lee Taylor in sixth. So young Complin, Handley's not gaining on it at all. Coming under pressure from Ryan Tolley now. Complin looks like he's going to take the win. Notable victory, Jason Handley and the others in this one. So rider 02 on the bike, it is rider 102, Lee Complin. Equipment, could they please the official result? It was a win for number 102, Lee Complin. Second place was number 95, Jason Handley. Third place number 7, Ryan Tolley. Fourth place 173, Neil Taylor. Fifth place number 116, Lee Gaydon. Sixth place goes to 811, Glyn Stanton. Seventh place goes to 12, Craig Smith. 8th place 250, Dave Mander, and 9th place 68, John Sims. The winner's time 127.18. And they're coming out thick and fast. We go to race 16 now. James Stott with the advantage over James Complin. Barry Powell in third place at the moment. Nicky Ashworth in fourth. Well, the Child brothers certainly enjoying themselves this afternoon on their home circuit. So James Child it is. Complin moves up into first place now. Barry Powell still holding third from Ricky Ashworth. So the other Complin showing us how the other Complin did it. So number 1 is this time James. Ricky Ashworth now moving up to third place, overtaking Barry Powell. Powell back up the inside now. We have the super ding dong those two. After Powell for third place, but it is James Complin out in front. Matthew Child in second place. Relatively long way to Ian Guthridge now, followed by John Thomas. It's going to be a win for number 1, James Complin. Whatever his brother can do, he can do. 15, it was a win for the other Complin brother, James. Number 1. In second place was number 93, Matthew Child. In third place was number 20, Ricky Ashworth. Fourth place was number 82, Barry Powell. In fifth place was number 174, Ian Guthridge. In sixth place, number 185, John Thomas. And in fifth place, number 50, Darren Dukes. The time 128.28. They're away. Cyril Jones and Knocker Norris making a good start. So Dave Norris out in front once again. Cyril Jones got his hands full today, riding both the 4-valve and the 2-valve machines. Makes a bit of a mess of the top turn, but he's going again now. Doug Clark up into 3rd place now. Doug Clark's company actually sponsors of this event this afternoon. So it is Dave Norris and Cowdy Z out in front, looking down at the machine. Has he got problems? No. Just psyching out Cyril Jones there. She lost Vincent Priestley on the far side of the circuit. So Dave Norris it is. Looking back at Cyril Jones. So it's going to be a 2nd race win of the afternoon for Dave Norris, barring any mechanical hiccups. Cyril Jones in 2nd place, and Doug Clark in 3rd. It was another win for number 17, Dave Norris. 2nd place was Cyril Jones, number 79. In 3rd place, 432, Doug Clark. In 4th place was number 21, Simon Ashworth. In 5th place was number 801, Will Tustin. And in 6th place, number 58, was actually Norman Hornblow, of course. The time for that one, 1:38.47. So, Stan Winterton with the best of the start this time. So Winterton it is, from Ashcroft, Gary O'Hare in 3rd place this time, Garrett Ford in 4th, and Craig Smith in 5th place. So Ashcroft up the inside of Winterton rather quickly there. Winterton being slow to shut the door, but it's Phil Ashcroft then with the lead. Winterton in 2nd, Gary O'Hare still in 3rd place. Coming under pressure from Garrett Ford. Craig Smith in 5th, looks like Mark Ferry down in 6th place. And Simon Gittins, number 179, back in 7th. But Phil Ashcroft looking very comfortable. Winborne Walker, say 3 or 4 weeks ago. Went through the card unbeaten, got to the final, didn't make the best of the start. It just shows that you've got a gate every time. So Winterton's still in 2nd place, Gary O'Hare in 3rd, Garrett Ford in 4th place, Winterton still in 5th. So Ashcroft with a comfortable lead down the back straight now. Neil Brown having problems there. So it is a win again for number 83, Phil Ashcroft. A win for number 83, Phil Ashcroft. 2nd place was 121, Daniel Winterton. 3rd place was 56, Gary O'Hare. 4th place was number 70, Garrett Ford. 5th place was number 12, Craig Smith. 6th place was 188, Mark Ferry. 7th goes to 179, Simon Gittins. 8th place to number 21, Simon Ashworth. And in 9th place, number 9, Neil Perrone. The time, 1:29.03. It's Al Martin spoiling things for them. Al Martin start there. And he goes underneath Tony Atkin. Atkin around the outside, blasting around it. They're going to swallow up Al Martin now, one either side, is it? Yes. Down into the bottom turn. Jason Handley it is. Tony's going to have a look up the inside now. Atkin and Handley going to see the turtles on the turn. So Atkin, the 350 champion, picks up the lead. Ahead of the former 350 champion. Al Martin back in 3rd place, Mark Taylor in 4th. So Atkin it is this time. Tony Atkin slowly got a problem. So Jason Handley gratefully takes up the lead. Tony Atkin with his 2nd bike failure of the afternoon. So it's not too terminal. Al Martin now takes up 2nd, so it's the flying Jason Handley from Grasstrack. Al Martin, Mark Taylor, Midland Centre 2nd, the 3rd rather, 2nd and 3rd. So Handley's going to come through, take the race win. So it is a win for number 95, Jason Handley. Who's going to get 2nd? Mark Taylor looks favourite. And Al Martin in 3rd. 19, the fastest time of the day. It was a win for number 95, Jason Handley. In 2nd place, number 170, was Mark Taylor. In 3rd place was number 30, Al Martin. In 4th place was number 43, I think that's Mike Skelding. In 5th place was number 72, Paul Powell. 6th place, number 199, Mark Wharton. 7th place was number 143, who is... that was Mike Skelding, 143. The winner's time, 1:25.50. And away, we're looking for the early leader. So Colin Blackbourn. Blackbourn is Tolly up the inside though. Ryan Tolly in front. Somebody's making a flying manoeuvre on the outside. We'll pick them up as he comes round. Jones in 2nd place now. Tolly's pulling away. Christian Jones in 2nd place. See one of the Taylor brothers way back in the pack. Sean Bickley in 2nd place. Brett Lewison in 4th place. Neil Taylor in 5th. Alan Baxter now dropped back to 6th, Win Stanton in 7th, Rafa Norris in 8th position. So Ryan Tolly looking with a comfortable lead here this afternoon. Christian Jones on the single right in 2nd place. Greg Williamson up the inside, it's all Bickley now in 3rd. And Neil Taylor now in 5th place. So Then comes Tolly to take another checkered flag. Race to the line for second. It's going to be a close one. Was a win again for number 7 Ryan Tolly. Super second place there for 531 Christian Jones. Third place was 23 Greg Williamson. Fourth place was 45 Sean Bickley. Fifth place 173 Neil Taylor. In sixth place 811 Glyn Stanton. In seventh place number 17 Dave Norris. In eighth place number 37 Alan Bagshaw. Ninth place 321 Ian Dudley. 10th place 187 was Chris Thomas. The time 128.38. On the outside, David Evans making a super start but going a little bit backwards now. So it's the man from York, Paul Cooper. Stevie Muldoon up into second place now. Little Stevie super character, never gives up. Don Cox and David Evans disputed third place. Daniel Ed slipping back now, so it's Paul Cooper. Paul actually rode in the under 21 British Championships last week. Disappointed not to make the final. So Stevie Muldoon in second place. John Fox in third. Daniel Ed in fourth. David Evans in fifth. Keith Booth in sixth place. So it's going to be another race win. Ooh, Paul in into a few problems there. Stays on it now. A win for number 11 Paul Cooper. Second place goes to Steve Muldoon, John Fox 8 in the week. Well done Jamie, might be worth it at the end of the day, you never know. One was a win for number 11 Paul Cooper. Second place number 3 Steve Muldoon. Third place was 611 John Cox. Fourth place 205 Keith Booth. Fifth place was 42 Daniel Ed. Sixth place was number 111 David Evans. Seventh place was number 132 David Brown. Eighth place number 89 Paul Roman. Ninth place was number 80. Sorry, so that was 8th place number 89 Paul Roman, and 9th place was number 99 Jamie Isherwood. No 10th finisher. The winner's time 128.87. Sat there spinning. It looks like Raz making the best of the start. Brian Clark can't hold it in. Ray Willis in second. Salisbury again back in third. Don't know whether it's down to gating problems or whether they've got other sort of problems. So it's Brian Palmer. Won his British Championship back in 1993, I think. Down in Brighton or thereabouts he was. Clive Willis, a relative newcomer to the sport. I think it's only about his third season. Brian keeps threatening to retire, but nothing ever seems to come of it. Always there or thereabouts. Ribbing top company in Europe for quite a few years now. So we lose Chris Salisbury. He does appear to have problems. It's a shame for Chris this afternoon. But it's Palmer and Hogg going to take a race win now. Clive Willis gets the second place. And Dave Carter with the third. He's 22. In first place, number 71, Brian Palmer and Danny Hogg. In second place, he was outfit number 1, Clive Willis and Mike Simpson. In third place was number 67, Dave Carter. In fourth place, number 3, Stuart Hine. In fifth place, number 116, Phil Prescott. And finishing in sixth place, number 418, Chris Salisbury. The winner's time, 1:36.47. We've got John Hathaway, but we have got Gary Lloyd. Alright, Garrison it is, makes the best of the starts. Barry Bennett up the inside though into first place. Super manoeuvre there from Barry. So Midland Centre man Barry Bennett, anxious to do well this afternoon. Always anxious to do well, Barry. Second place now with Andy Garrison. So it's still Barry Bennett and Steve Tong with the lead. Garrison goes up the inside of Gary Lloyd now, but Gary Lloyd's going to try the outside, I would think, round the paddock turn. But Barry's getting into a bit of a problem. Andy Garrison taking evasive action on the green. So Lloyd it is with the lead now. Bennett in second place. Garrison in third, Brian Canning moving around him into third place. Brian Canning a bit slower than he was in his first heat. So Lloyd and Hughes it is. Crew from Worcester. There's the last lap now. Barry Bennett's still in second place, Canning's moved up into third now. So as the rain comes down, Gary Lloyd, thriving in the conditions, comes through to take the win. At number 22, Gary Lloyd and Dave Higgins. In second place was outfit number 7, Barry Bennett and Steve Tong. Third place goes to 49, Brian Cannon and Steve George. And fourth place goes to 181, Andy Kerrison, Steve Ashby. The winner's time, 1:38.28. Getting a good start. Winterburn's into second place. And Halsey back in third yet again. John Halsey doing it the hard way this afternoon. So Matthews it is, making a superstar. Represented by us in the third time. Winterburn's in second. Outfit sounding a bit odd at the Winterburn's, but it seems to be doing the business. So Matthews pulling away now. Winterburn's having a bit of a problem in that turn there. So Halsey and Glennie move up into second place now. The Masters champions, British Speedway champions, Sidecar that is. Reg Blackbourn closing on the Winterburn's now. So Ivor Matthews with a comfortable lead. Not very often he can boast a lead like this over John Halsey and Jason Glennie, but certainly adapted to the conditions this afternoon. Ivor with Simon Wall in the chair. So Ivor is coming around to take another race win of the afternoon. 7 more points on the scoreboard. Halsey and Glennie up to settle for second place. Blackbourn's having a look at the Winterburn's, but has to settle for 4. Was a win for number 15, Ivor Matthews, and not Keith Wall as it says in the programme, Simon Wall. In second place is number 13, John Halsey, not Jason Halsey, John Halsey and Jason Glennie. Whoever printed this is doing it to wind me up, I think. In third place, number 148, Rod and Tristan Winterburn. And in fourth place, Reg Blackbourn and Stuart Thacker. The time, 1:24.31. Paul Bickley is it who's made the best of the starts? Paul Bickley and Paul Silvera. Matthew Morona tucked in second place. And the Blythe's in third place at the moment. So Paul Bickley it is. Matthew Morona moves up the inside and takes the lead. Relegates Bickley to second place. And Steph Blythe drives up the inside of him. Whether Bickley's got some problems, don't know. Albert Lewis tailed off in fourth place now. So it's the young crew of Matthew Morona and Andy Wilson ahead of the Blythes. Matthew Morona, of course, son of Nick Morona. Midland Centre campaigner on the big chairs. Former solo rider as well. Certainly a good young prospect, Matt and Andy. So it's going to be a race win for Kumarola. Second place goes to the Blythes. Third place to Sean Bickley. In race 25 for outfit number 5, Matt Fumarola and Andy Wilson. Second place was outfit number 30, Steph and Carl Blythe. In third place was outfit number 18, Paul Bickley and Paul Silvera. And fourth place goes to number 22, Albert Lewis, Les Lerigo, in a time of 1:26.12. Start. But it's the flying Colin Blackbourn and Duncan Tolhurst who move up the inside. Jackson probably missing a gear, having some sort of problem there, so it's Blackbourn again. Colin Blackbourn and Martin Bailey. 74 is Duncan Tolhurst. Simon Beanie. Jackson and Pugh back in third now, and Mick Turrell down into fourth place. Colin Blackbourn, Martin Bailey looking to put another 7 points on the board. Duncan consistent, second place this time. But has anybody got an answer to the flying Colin Blackbourn? He seems to be reveling on this track. He's got something in the tank, we don't know what. Could be a tiger. The ladies inform me here in the caravan. So yet another win for Colin Blackbourn and Martin Bailey. Second place goes to Duncan Tolhurst and Simon Beanie. Jackson and Pugh in third. To race 26, it was a win for outfit number 25, Colin Blackbourn and Martin Bailey. Second place was outfit number 74, Duncan Tolhurst and Simon Beanie. In third place was outfit number 23, Gary Jackson and Carl Pugh. Fourth place goes to outfit number 62, Mick Turrell and Tony Baisby. In fifth place, outfit number 20, Vaughan Roberts and Terry Madeley. The winner's time, 1:25.87. James Charles again making a flying start. Following out in second place this time, Paul Cooper blasting around the outside. He's up into second place. There's all sorts of things happening on that first turn. Following out, Thomas problems again. Graham Thomas looks like he's lost the rear chain. So it's James Child again with the lead. The burgeoning Paul Cooper in second place. Daniel Slater again having a super ride in third place. Jason Stott moving up from fifth, now into third place going down the back straight. So it's Child, Cooper on the outside. and Stott now in third place. Daniel Slater in fourth. David Knowles with visual problems in fifth place. So Cooper's having to go around the outside as Charles down the back straight. This is Cooper's turn now to take up the lead. So James Charles comes out, still in front. Take the last lap flag, side by side over the line. Cooper around the outside, Charles on the inside. Super stuff this from these two. And Charles, Cooper makes a mistake, missed the gear there going down the back straight. Going to be a race to the line now. Cooper on the outside, Charles on the inside. It's looking like James Charles' favourite. And it was a win for James Charles with Paul Cooper in second, Stotty in third, Daniel Slater in fourth. Race 27 was a win for number 97, James Charles. Second place goes to number 11, Paul Cooper. Third place to number 94, Jason Stott. Fourth place goes to number 8, Daniel Slater. Fifth place goes to number 67, Dave Knowles. Sixth place goes to number 34, Colin Howe. Seventh place, 196, Matthew Klassen. Eighth place, number 801, Will Tustin. And ninth place goes to 414, Nigel Hibbard. The winner's time, 1:36.91. Which Complin is it? So it's Lee Complin out in front, the 15-year-old. Looks like Ricky Ashworth in second. Winston to making an error there, dropping back to fifth. Neil Taylor in third place now. So it's the youngsters, Ashworth and Complin out in front. Complin leading the 350. Champions at the moment. So Ricky Ashworth charging hard in second, moves underneath Complin on the paddock turn. Super stuff from these two. So it's Ashworth and Complin Neil Taylor now up in third place. We have a spill on the bottom turn. We have a red flag. In the interests of safety, we have a red flag, and Ashworth and Complin getting tangled up there. So the rider will see some attention from the medical staff. Race 28, Complin and Ashworth again. Neil Taylor in second place this time. So Ashworth and Complin giving us a super show in the first time of asking of this race. See if they can do it for the rerun. Neil Taylor on terms of them this time. James Complin up into fourth place now. Matthew Charles in fifth. So it's Lee Complin there. just lost a steel shoe on the finish line. That's in a rather dangerous position. So it is Lee Complin from Ricky Ashworth, Neil Taylor. Neil Taylor right, not a problem. Complin making the best of it this time. We have a spill. Ricky Ashworth, he's up and about though. Disregards the machine in the middle of the track. So Complin having it all his own way this time. Complin's 1 and 2. James in second place now. Lost Ricky Ashworth and Neil Taylor. We lost somebody on the bottom turn, on the paddock turn as well. So Lee Complin it is, out in the weeds, comes round to take another race victory, the 15-year-old. Second place goes to James Complin, older brother. Third place goes to 93 Matt Child, and Glyn Stanton in 4th. It was a win for 102 Lee Complin. Second place number 1 James Complin. In third place 93 Matthew Child. In 4th place 811 Glyn Stanton. In 5th place number 68 John Sims. The time 1:31.28. So it was 102, 193, 811, 68. No 6 finisher. Decimated field that time. The winner's time 1:38.28. They're away, and it looks like Lee Gaydon with the best of it. Handley's nice and tight up the inside. Loves riding in the wet. Jason Handley's quite good at it as well. And Tolly up the inside now into first place. So Tolly and Handley. Handley takes the front first position again. So Ryan Tolly's back in first. What a wreck this turn out to be. Lee Gaydon tailed off a bit now in third place. Craig Smith in 4th. So Tolly has the best of it so far. Bit of a mistake from Tolly there. There's more experience down. So Tolly still holds on to that lead in determined fashion, just as he did last week in the Under-21 British Championship final. So it's going to be Ryan Tolly losing for the last lap in front. 7 metres advantage over the former British champion now. I don't think Jason will be completely finished yet though. So it's the Ryan Tolly show marches on. Jason Handley up the inside, but it's going to be Tolly. Third place goes to Lee Gaydon. 29 was a win for number 7 Ryan Tolly. In second place number 95 Jason Handley. In third place, number 116, Lee Gaydon. In fourth place, number 12, Craig Smith. In fifth place, number 174, which was Ian Guttridge. In sixth place, number 250, Dave Mander. And in seventh place, number 50, and that was Darren Dukes. The winner's time, 1:32.37. No, but he's still got to do the 4 laps, and Cyril Jones won't give up in second place, I'm sure. Willie Tustin on the 250 in third place at the moment. We have a spill on the bottom turn. Vincent Priestley, but he's up. He's made his way off the track. We have a yellow flag. Keith Baskerfield is moving it away now. Don't litter my track up, he says. So Dave Norris enters his last lap. Looking for his third victory of the afternoon. So indeed it is, yet another win for Dave Norris and another second place for Cyril Jones. The race 30 was a win for number 17 Dave Norris. Second place goes to 79 Cyril Jones. Third place goes to 21 Simon Ashworth. And fourth place goes to 801 Will Tustin. The time, fairly pedestrian, 1:45.09. So it is Phil Ashcroft who takes up the lead. We've got one of the Taylor brothers in second place. I think it's Mark Taylor. Jones in third place, Greg Williams in fourth. Tony Atkin back in fifth place at the moment. But we've got a spill on the bottom turn and a red flag. start of race 31. Christian Jones in the street in the lead with Phil Ashcroft and Mark Taylor. Greg Williamson back in fourth. Steve Muldoon moving up into 5th place. So Ashcroft it is, looking at home in the wet conditions. Christian Jones having a super ride in 2nd place. He's thriving in these conditions. Greg Williamson moving up into 3rd place now. Demoting Mark Taylor back to 4th. Of course, they're having trouble with rip-offs and visors, and visibility obviously a problem today. Greg Williamson moving up into 2nd place now, overtaking Christian Jones. But he moves back round him again on the top turn, and Christian Jones regains 2nd place. Mark Taylor still back in 4th. So Ashcroft with a comfortable lead now. Looks nice and clean as well, doesn't it? Looks as though he's been at the back of the field match today. Jones and Williamson having a super scrap there for 2nd place. Greg Williamson has the advantage at the moment. So Phil Ashcroft coming round to lap last place man Mark Wharton. So win is for Ashcroft. Williamson gets the 2nd and Mark Taylor in 3rd. Christian Jones furious with himself there. For race 31 for number 83 Phil Ashcroft. 2nd place number 23 Greg Williamson. 3rd place 170 Mark Taylor. 4th place goes to 531 Christian Jones. 5th place goes to 3 Steve Muldoon. 6th place 37 Alan Bagshaw. 7th place 199 Mark Wharton. The time 1:39.25. It looks like Cooper and Winterton the 4 in this one. Cooper is. John Cox in 3rd place. David Evans in 4th on the ex-Colin Earl machine. Simon Gittins leg trailing around the outside. Super style from Paul Cooper around the paddock turn. So Daniel Winterton in 2nd place. John Cox in 3rd. Gittins up into 4th place now. Nice to see the familiar leg trailing of Simon Gittins around the outside. So it is Paul Cooper. Keeps the lead over Daniel Winterton. Gittins and Cox having a good scrap for 3rd. Gittins up into 3rd place now. He goes a long way around Simon, but he's very, very quick with it. So nice tidy start for Cooper this time into the last lap. Sliding in 2nd place. Simon Gittins in 3rd, John Cox in 4th, David Evans in 5th, Daniel Evans 6th place now. So Cooper coming round to lap one of the back markers. Paul Cooper is with the win. Daniel Winterton 2nd. Sure, one of the girls can hear us in the pits. Could you take Keith Basketfield a dry radio, please, on the works? I think his has got waterlogged. So could Keith Basketfield have a new radio on track, please? Thank you. Another win for number 11, Paul Cooper. 2nd place, 121 Dan Winterton. 3rd place 179 Simon Gittins. 4th place 611 John Cox. In 5th place 111 is David Evans. In 6th place, number 42, Daniel Head. The winner's time 1:33.75. A box, and they're away again, and it's Mr. Tolly. Second place, so right, Tolly absolutely reveling in these conditions. The youngsters today proving they can do it in the wet and the dry, which isn't always everybody's cup of tea, wet conditions, but certainly makes interesting viewing. Can't really say that Jason's saving something for the final because the points count all the way through. So he's obviously trying, and Tolly getting into a mess. All pressed, not turning on the pitch for him. But he's going again. What's going to Craig Smith? So Handley is cashing in on Tolly's mistake. Tolly regaining second, but it looks like he's got a problem. Slowing on the back straight. Jason Handley says thanks very much. Craig Smith also, same compliments from him. Third place is Paul Victor. So Handley is coming round to take his victory. Craig Smith will be pleased with the second place. A few points might help him get through to the semis. Bickley in third. Mike Skelding in fourth. The official result of that was a win for number 95 Jason Handley. In second place, number 12 Craig Smith. Third place was number 45 Sean Bickley. In fourth place was number 43 Paul Sharples. In fifth place was 132 David Brown, and in sixth place was number 72 Paul Powell. The winner's time 1:30.57. As well, so Ford absolutely getting a flying start there. Al Martin in second place now. Mark Murray in fourth place. In the next place. Lynn Stanton and Chris Thomas, I think it is. Unusual to see Glyn Stanton aboard a 500 today. Don't know whether it's a change of direction for him or somebody offered him a bike track. It's Gareth Ford at the moment with a huge advantage over Al Martin. Gary O'Hare tucked in there in third place. Mark Ferry in fourth. And then way back then to Glyn Stanton in fifth place. So Ford enters the last lap. Martin in second. Ferry fourth. Superstar there from Glyn Stanton around the box. The RTS machine. Must be one of Roger Taylor's, I would think. So it's a win for Gavin Ford, number 70, from Al Martin and Gary O'Hare. So the result of race 34, if you're still filling your programmes in, it might be a bit wet by now. It was a win for number 70, Gavin Ford. In second place was number 30, Alan Martin. In third place was number 56, Gary O'Hare. In fourth place, 188, Mark Ferry. Fifth place, 312, Ian Dudley. Sixth place, 811, Glyn Stanton. Seventh place was 187, Chris Thomas. In eighth place was number 9, Neil Perrone. And in ninth place was number 142, Mike Goslin, and the time 1:32.93. Stu Hine, and this looks like Andy Carrison on the near side. So Clive Willis and Andy Carrison having a good dice here. I would think the track's changed slightly since they were last out, because it's rained quite a bit since their last heat. It's Willis on the inside, Carrison on the outside. These two outfits, started racing roughly at the same time. I think it was probably 2 or 3 years ago, so they're relative newcomers, but they soon took to it. Clive Willis got 2 second places earlier on today. Carrison's in front now, Carrison overtaking him. So Andy Carrison and Steve Ashley in the chair, in front of Clive Willis and Mike Simpson. They're in a super scrap, these two. Stu Hine tailed off now, third place. And Willis making a mistake on the pits turn. Carrison's got a misfire. It's probably helping him actually get more drive. Carrison, the 10 metre advantage now of Clive Willis. Willis' last ditched attempt round a paddock turn. But I think it's going to be Carrison if the machine holds out. .35, it was a win eventually for the outfit number 181, Andy Carrison and Steve Ashby. Second place goes to number 1, Clive Willis and Mike Simpson. And third place goes appropriately to number 3, Stu Hine, Kim Greatrix. The winner's time 1:48.72. Still struggling for grip. Brian Palmer's experience. Palmer is slipping and sliding around the top turn. Barry Bennett, superstar, also in second place. Gary Lloyd's done it from the back before today. Can he do it this time? Brian Canning back in fourth place. Dave Carter fifth. Prescott unfortunately at the back at the moment. So it is Brian Palmer from Dagenham. Running around the outside now, then the inside. So Gary Lloyd likes to do it the hard way. Barry Bennett still holding third place and Brian Canning. So Lloyd this time up the inside. Around the old stage, he's got things up goggles, I think. Lifting his head, trying to clear the goggles. Phil Preston going past us, quite a bit of smoke coming from the outfit. So I think Raz having awful problems with those goggles. He's lifting them up going down the straights. So Gary Lloyd it is, moves around the outside. Lloyd into first place now. Raz in second place. Brian Canning's moved up to third now, demoted Bennett to fourth. Bennett overcooks the top turn, loses further ground to Canning. But it looks like it's going to be a win for Gary Lloyd, his third win of the afternoon. And who's going to get second? It's going to be Brian Palmer or Brian Canning. Two Brians, but it's Palmer who gets the verdict. 36 was another win for Gary Lloyd and Dave Higgins, outfit number 22. Second place, outfit number 71, Brian Palmer and Danny Hogg. In third place was number 49, Brian Canning and Steve George. In fourth place was number 7, Barry Bennett and Steve Tong. And in fifth place, number 67, Dave Carter. And in sixth place, number 116, Phil Prescott and Russell Smith. The time 1:48.37. So it's Ivor Matthews with the best of it, flying start from him. Simon Morgan right over the back in loads of drive, and it's Matt Fumarola up into second place. Will things alter? Gary Jackson and Halsey disputing third place at the moment. Nice back in fifth, tailed off, filled in at the back. So it's Ivor Matthews going extremely wide on the paddock turn, 8 in the loose. Was he using that to gain some drive off the turn? Fumarola in second place at the moment. Gary Jackson moves up into third. John Halsey must have problems back in fourth place. Again, visibility being a premium at the moment. And Matt Fumarola having a super ride back in second place at the moment, holding off two of the last Masters champions in Jackson and Halsey. Wilson, can they hold on to this second place? Must surely see him through to the final. Gary Jackson having not a very good afternoon, back in third place at the moment. We should see a few unfamiliar faces in the final. Halsey's got problems on the paddock turn, he goes out. So it's a win for Matthews. Second place goes to Fumarola. Randy Wilson, they're chuffed with that. Jackson and Pugh in third. And I think the Blythes trailed off a bit, back in fourth place. Of a rather wet race 37. In first place was outfit number 15, Ivor Matthews and Simon Wall. In second place was number 5, Matt Fumarola and Andy Wilson. In third place was outfit number 23, Gary Jackson and Carl Pugh. And in fourth place was Stephen Carl Blythe, no fifth finisher. The time 1:29.15. Duncan Tolhurst with Simon Beanie hanging right over the back of the machine. Bickley is in second place. So Duncan Tolhurst and Simon Beanie from Paul Bickley and Paul Silvera. The Winterburn's back in third place at the moment. They slip and slide around the paddock turn. Seems to be favourable to move out into the loose a bit right now. Seem to use that wall of grass as like a buffer to slow the machine and get some drive out of the turn off the bank. Problems for the Winterburns, spinning out on the top, but they've kept going. Gained absolutely no advantage, so I don't think the fastest horse will take any action over that one. Bickley now having a look at Tolhurst, thinks he can do something about catching him or perhaps passing him, but Tolhurst gets it into gear and he's away up the bank again, around the top turn. Entering the last lap. So the Winterburns keep going in third place to get those 4 points, those 4 precious points. Might make a difference by the end of the afternoon. So Duncan Tolhurst and Simon Beanie. Will Simon do a celebration again this time? Tolhurst and Beanie it is. From Bickley and Silvera. And the Winterburn's tailed off a bit in third place now. Sidecar heat of the afternoon. We'll see the undefeated so far. Colin Blackbourn. We should see Mick Turrell, Albert Lewis, Reg Blackbourn and Vaughan Roberts. Do we have 5 outfits? Turrell with a flyer. The Blackbourn gets a grip up the inside, and it's Blackbourn it is, as predicted. So Colin Blackbourn, Martin Bailey in the chair, Mick Turrell and Tony Baseby, shed a visor already. McTowell using the loose grass. Vaughan Roberts tailed off in third place a bit now. So Blackbourn having no trouble with his visibility out in front. 20 or 30 metre lead now over McTowell. From the south of England, south east of England. Yeah, some of these riders much travelled over the course of a year. Colin Blackbourn from up in Skegness in Lincolnshire. One circuit left to do to go through the card so far this afternoon. McTowell in second place again, goes wide into the loose, taking a chance in the loose grass, but seems to be the place where the drive is. So Blackbourn and Bailey it is. Gets another race win of the afternoon. Towell takes second, and it's going to be Vaughan Roberts in third. 39 was a win for outfit number 25, Colin Blackbourn and Martin Bailey. Second place goes to McTowell and Tony Baseby, and third place to Vaughan Roberts and Terry Madeley. No fall finisher, the time 1:33.81. Well done, Paul. Well done. We have actually got Mr. Derek Pugh here. Thanks to him for the venue today, doing a presentation. So Mr. Pugh. So James Child in second place on 24 points. Well done, James. And the winner today, the local man, did he have an advantage? Jason Stott on 28 points. So Jason Stott, where are you, Jason? Oh, he's here. Well done, Jason. Thank you.
We get the money as well.
You handed it in under your name.
Right, 3/5 is next. We've seen some great racing in that class today. Third place today, James Complin on 32 points.
Well, George, you only got one, didn't you?
Well, I had a flat tyre in last one. I thought I'd better keep going.
Jesus, wasn't because you had to fix my...
In second place today, also on 32, Jason Handley. Unbeaten today, the other Complin, Lee Complin on 36 points. Well done, Lee. Right, 500 solos today. We had to do the top 3 on fastest times. So in third place today, they're all on 36 points, but with a time of 1:29.03, Phil Ashcroft. And second place today with a time of 1:28.87, Paul Cooper. And Midland Centre Champion with a time of 1:25.50, Jason Handley. I'll do the 1,000 sidecars now because I've got a long way to go. Right. The third place was decided on point scores, but the top 2 decided on times again, because they tied on points. So in third place on 17 points, Duncan Tolhurst and Simon Beanie. Oh, as if they haven't had enough to do, they're running towards us now. Who's going to win this one then? My money's on Simon, I think. Dunk will be blowing a bit when he gets here. Simon's favourite to get the prize money. Well done, lads. The old Kevlars are heavy now, aren't they? So it's third today then, Duncan Tolhurst and Simon Beanie. Well done, chaps. Have a safe journey home. Right, second place today with a time of 1:24.47, Ivor Matthews and Simon Wall.